And in this solo episode of the Happy Hustle podcast, we're talking about focused flow and the 4 steps that you can utilize to get into that peak performance state. We're going to be diving into this episode of the Happy Hustle podcast. Do you want blissful balance in your personal and professional life? Great. What's up, guys? My name is Cary Jack, and I want to help you happy hustle a life you love, one full of passion, purpose, and positive impact. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur, a professional model / actor, a digital marketing specialist, a podcast host, author, a biohacker, an eco-warrior, a martial artist, a hippie cowboy, and a humanitarian. My goal is to educate, inspire, and entertain you to live a life of passion, purpose, and positive impact. It is time to happy hustle your dream reality. Yee! What is up, you beautiful happy hustlers out there? Cary Jack here, lifestyle entrepreneur, author and founder of the Happy Hustle and top 0.5% globally ranked podcast host. And I'm going to share with you today how you can actually get into focused flow. These are 4 steps to achieve that peak performance state where you are just crushing it. All of the distractions disappear. You are completely immersed in the task at hand, and you are doing so at your optimal capacity. This is the state that I strive for when I am working my typically 20 hours a week. Because in order to work only 20 hours a week, you have to be making those hours count. And that is what happy hustling is all about, being happy within the hustle and being focused in flow, making those moments count, both personally and professionally, right? So we're going to talk about how you can actually systematically get into that focused flow state. And this is a very important topic because if you are going to achieve anything great in your life, you have to have that focused flow. So we're going to tell you step by step how to do just that. Now, first, let me just give you a little bit of science, a little bit of nerdery, so you can understand what, flow state is and a little bit of background around it. So it was popularized by positive psychologists Mihaly, this name is ridiculous, Csikszentmihalyi, and Jeannie Nakamura. Apologies for that poor pronunciation. But they described flow state as a feeling where, under the right conditions, you can become fully immersed in whatever you are doing. And they quote, "There's this focused state. Once it becomes intense, it leads to a sense of ecstasy, a sense of clarity. You know exactly what you want to do from one moment to the other. You get immediate feedback." And they go on to say, when you're giving your fullest attention to an activity or task that you are incredibly passionate about, that's key here, singularly focused on and totally immersed in, you find yourself creating the conditions necessary to experience a flow state of mind. Now, again, this is huge. A lot of people talk about flow. I actually have a way that gets me into flow consistently. And it can get you into flow as well. It can be replicable. I've taught this to many of happy hustlers in the past. And I really think, just based on their feedback, that this is something that I should share more about, because this is, I think, a little bit of a secret weapon. If you can get into focused flow and you can leverage your time more efficiently and effectively, it's a game changer. So I want to get into the 4 steps of achieving that peak performance state. Now, first and foremost, I'm going to say step number 1, you have to set an intention. You have to choose a task that is meaningful to you. Like, if you're not choosing a task that you care about, you're not going to be able to get into that focused flow state. So like, this has to be something that is really meaningful. It is going to have a positive result and that you really want to do, right? So that's step number 1. Set an intention and really make sure that the task that you choose and you're intentional about is meaningful to you. Okay, step number 1, I think you get the point. Step number 2, and this seems probably very predictable, but you have to eliminate all of the distractions. Like, truly eliminate all of the distractions around you as best as possible. So that means putting your phone in airplane mode. Really easy to do. You just click that little airplane. Okay. That means disconnecting from, any outside world distractions, maybe, turning off your Netflix, maybe, shutting the fridge door, not going to get a snack right now, getting rid of all the chips or the mints or whatever, gum or anything you have. Maybe if you want to chew gum, you can, but these little distractions will get you off task, and they will not allow you to get into that focus flow. If you're worried about your social media accounts, or you're worried about what you got to do after, or maybe the altercation with your partner, like, you have to be able to compartmentalize all of those distractions and focus on the task at hand. Okay. Now, in addition to eliminating those distractions in step 2, you got to set a timer. This is big. For me, I use Focus Timer. It's free. It goes right on my desktop. But I look at my Focus Timer, I click it, and then I set typically like a 45-minute block. That's, my sweet spot, 45 minutes, and then I'll do like a 15-minute break. 45 minutes of just like, I'm committing to 45 minutes of focus flow for whatever task at hand. Okay. Now you could do 25 minutes and a 5-minute break if you wanted to. But I like the 45-15 because that gives you enough time to get into it and really get going. You could even do longer, but this is just, I'm just sharing you what I do and what's working for me and what's worked for other happy hustlers who've implemented it. So that was step number 2. Whoa. Apologies for interrupting your programming, but I got to tell you about something I'm super excited about. This is something very unique that we do at the Happy Hustle, and that is the Montana Mastermind Epic Adventures. See, you can listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos, read books, acquire all this knowledge. But I believe the best way to achieve ultimate success and fulfillment is to actually align yourself and connect with like-minded, badass, high-performing, heart-centered humans. And that's why it's important to go to masterminds. Now, whether you go to the Happy Hustle masterminds or you go to other ones, that's on you. But I got to tell you about the one that we're doing upcoming in March, the 22nd through the 26th, which is going to be so sweet, especially if you love snowboarding and skiing. If you're a high-performing male entrepreneur who's making over 6 figures, who wants to network with a rock star group of just badass, world-class happy hustlers while shredding some pow-pow, this may be for you. We have an amazing mountain mansion, which you could ski right into. We got a professional chef cooking up some delicious, healthy meals. We're going to be doing masterminds where we share wins and challenges and adversities and just how to overcome them. We're going to be soaking our bodies at natural thermal hot springs. We're going to be enjoying some super cool activities like ice fishing and hiking and campfires and other awesome stuff. And we're going to be digitally detoxing from our devices. That's most important. So if you're interested, hurry up and apply, because there's truly only a couple spots. This isn't like a tactic. We only have a couple spots left based on the number of beds in the mansion. So if you want in, you can go to thehappyhustle.com/mastermind. Okay. Now, and if you don't like skiing and snowboarding, no worries. We do have some amazing epic camping adventures coming up this summer. So check them out. If you like camping in the backcountry wilderness, if you want to learn primitive survival skills and fly fish and, dip in cold plunge, amazing alpine lakes and just hike up these remote mountain trails and really just connect with Pachamama, our beautiful planet. We do have these summer trips coming up too, which are filling up fast. So that's it. Let's get back to this episode, but I just wanted to let you know you can go to thehappyhustle.com/mastermind to apply today. All right, let's get back into it. Now, step number 3, you got to prime your body and your mind. Like, have actually a ritual that triggers you into that flow state. For me, I have a trampoline right here, a mini trampoline. I'll actually jump on the mini trampoline. I'll put on the same song that I typically always listen to. And, some people who have heard me listen to this song over and over and over again, like my wife, they're sick of the song. But for me, it's a trigger, right? It gets me in that state. I have my incense, and I have my whatever that diffuser is with mint. Mint sparks that cognitive performance. So it's a essential oil diffuser with mint, and it is also a little incense. And this is part of my, priming of my body and my mind. I jump on my trampoline, and then I have these senses of smell that intoxicate me and my brain, and they get me really focused, ready to perform whatever task at hand. Okay. Now, step number 4 is ultimate presence. Really sitting down, or if you're going to use a stand-up desk, whatever, ultimate center and get in it. Whatever the task is, if you're copywriting, if you're, creating content, if you're going to, maybe shoot a movie, I don't know what the heck your tasks are. That's for you to decide. If you're building code or website, whatever, you have to just have ultimate presence. And when you drift off, center yourself again. And remember, ultimate presence, ultimate presence, ultimate presence. This is how you reach that flow state, and you can get more done in less time. Okay. So the 4 steps, again, I'll recap them. Set an intention, right? Be very deliberate with your intention, and the task at hand must be meaningful. Number 2, eliminate distractions and set a timer, right? Like, know the block that you're really striving for to get into that focused flow. 3, prime your body and mind. I like to use these rituals and these triggers that will get me into that state. Also, just a little shout out, I like to use a little nootropic sometimes. So I have Nootopia's Zamner juice. It's like you squirt it in your mouth. And then I also, they have a bunch of awesome nootropics. You can use code HAPPY, nootopia.com/happy hustle, I believe. Save yourself 10%. So we'll link it up. But that's also like another way to get into focus flow. You can use a little cognitive enhancer. They're natural, they're safe, they're third-party tested, but I don't overdo them, right? Like, I don't it's everything in moderation in my life. That's really important to me. But, at times those do play, and they really help. Step number 4, ultimate presence. Center yourself and get in the task. Don't wait. Don't delay. Don't, procrastinate. Just center yourself, get into that task. And then if you drift off, remember ultimate presence. Ultimate presence. Here's a little bonus that I want to share with you. Timing matters. So if you want to get into focus flow, timing matters, meaning the timing of your day. Morning, I find, is a really great time. Also, early afternoon. If you wait too late in the evening, I find that's not the best time for me, at least. But then late night, I can get into focus flow if I am going to work late, which I typically don't. But these are just some times. Think about what time is best for you. Now, I want to share with you a couple benefits of focus flow, right? There's a ton of benefits, like heavy concentration, sense of clarity, lack of obstacles, good feelings. But most importantly, I love this one. It's happiness. Happiness. You get on that state of high, that general sense of well-being and fulfillment when you are in that flow state, because you're getting things done, and progress actually oftentimes dictates your level of happiness. If you're progressing consistently, you will be happier, and flow state can help you progress consistently. All right. So that's it. I mean, this isn't rocket science, guys. Just, implement these 4 steps and just get into that flow, and then just get more done, and then happy hustle a life that you love, full of that passion, that purpose, and that positive impact. Again, I'll recap them just for everyone to really make sure they get into your psyche. Step number 1, set an intention. Step number 2, eliminate distractions and set a timer. Step number 3, prime your body and mind and have that ritual. And step number 4, ultimate presence. Get into the task. Just don't delay. Don't procrastinate. That's it. I hope this was valuable. I hope you get, into focus flow and kind of create like your own little ritual around it too. But this can be huge, and it will really help you achieve more disciplined, focused action, and ultimately achieve more in your life, especially if you want to work less and actually make more impact and income. Focused flow is the way. All right, that's it. Peace and love. I'm out. Thanks, y'all.